let's go ahead and break this gameplay down. I'm just going to pick Hayate and Phase 4 because those are the two first characters that I'm going to talk about. Because that's really what I'm seeing in a lot of the gameplay is those two characters. So first off, when I first saw this video, I thought these were two new characters, and they're definitely not. So these are just all the bystanders, I guess, the ones that are fighting in the arena out there. I guess this is like some kind of fight club that they have out there. They're just kind of like two side characters. You can tell by like the rendering on their faces and their clothes. They're kind of like low budget characters. So right there, you can see the new character standing from the back. In the first glimpse, you already see Rig walking up, and you identify this guy as Rig because he has the same outfit on from DOA6, DOA5. So they didn't really change anything as of yet. His body style changed a little bit. You can tell the textures in his body changed, and you can definitely tell they updated the graphics as far as his facial structure and everything goes. But it looks like they really didn't do much as far as changing his outfit because it's still exactly the same. Is this going to change? Probably. But as of right now, it's still the same. And then we got this new character, Diego. I was actually comparing him to Brad Pitt from Fight Club and then also Rico from Just Cause. I don't know if you guys ever played that game, but he looks like a mix between the two. He's got a bunch of scars. He's got a red jacket and a yellow shirt, some jeans, a little chain. I mean, obviously he looks like some kind of a badass. So he does have 2 earrings in his ear, so that's, you know, interesting. So right off the bat, you can tell that Rig and Diego have some kind of beef. Alright, so I don't know what their beef is, but they don't like each other. Rig looks a lot like he looked in the DOA5 opening trailer from Vanilla. There's a segment of the trailer where you can see Rig's face, and he looks just like that. But they really didn't update his outfit. It's still exactly the same. So that's the first thing that I saw that we're going to talk about. So, you have, someone was telling me how to do it. Someone was telling me how to slow the gameplay down. And I don't remember how they showed me how to do it. I think it was, we'll figure it out. But the first thing I'll talk about is this, what I just saw right here. The first move the Rig does. That forward kick back punch. Now, I'm not sure if that's forward kick back punch. I'm not sure if that's another version for kick forward punch or whatever it is. But as you can see, he still has his bending stance, and he went into a high punch. That gave him a high, like nosebleed type of stun. It looks like a high. It's definitely a high. It hits him in the face, and then it gave him that deep ass stun, and it looks like what could have, yeah, it looks like on normal hit. It looks like it hit him on normal hit. So bottom right. I don't see a bottom right speed option. What are you talking about? Click on bottom right speed option. I don't see that. But yeah. So forward kick still hit him on normal hit, and he got that stun. So obviously that wasn't a counter hit stun. You get that on normal hit, and he went into 3-3K after that. And it's cool that they're already showing off some of Rig's new stuff. 3-3K. All right. So that looks like it's something new that's going to be a part of Rig's B&Bs. Looks like something new that's going to be a part of Rig's B&Bs. You can see he went into back kick. So in DOA5, Rig actually had back kick, and when DOA5 Vanilla first came out, back kick was a mid, and they actually changed it to a high. So it looks like they just gave him a follow-up off of back kick so that he can go into something else. So I don't know if the input's going to be back kick or whatever it is, but as you can see, they showcase new moves as well as showing that Rig got that there's a new mechanic in the game. You can do bound juggles from air combos. So like, for example, like if I bring up DOA5 here, this is already in the game, but it's just not in the game the same fashion. So as you can see how you get that bound. The only thing that they did was they implemented it so that you can do those bounds from the air already. So as you can see, it's the same animation, which is really awesome. It's really cool that they added that in the game. I really do like that a lot. So that was already another new move we just saw right there. So that was Diego's, what's that? That was Diego's his little auto combo that he just did right there. So that's another move. What was the startup of that move? I want to see what the startup of that move was, so I can see what initiated it. So he did H plus K. So let me bring this up real quick, so maybe I can see if I can. Okay, awesome. All right, so. We'll bring the volume down because I don't want you guys to hear that crazy volume. But, so as you can see, he did kick into a new move. I mean, H plus K into a new move. So H plus K in DOA5 is actually a lift stun. So, that's actually kind of cheap, man. It's still a lift stun on normal hit from the looks of it. So, him going into that after that looks like he's going to give him some kind of a bounce into something else. So, but Diego did the, I actually forget the new damn mechanics, the name of the new mechanics, but the break hold, that's what it is. He did the break hold, and again, we'll go over some of the new mechanics. So right now there's the break hold, the break blow, and then there's also the fatal rush. The fatal rush is the auto combo type of thing that you're seeing that requires no meter to initiate. The break hold, you can actually use to break out of the break, the fatal rush while you're in stun, or what? Yeah, while the fatal rush is initiated, you can use the break hold to get out of it by hitting back in the new special button, and then by mashing the special button by itself, that's how you initiate the auto combo, the fatal rush. And then the break blow is going to be forward in the special button, and you can either use that to sabaki somebody's move, like once they started on startup, or you can use it to use at the end of your combos and get a lot of damage. And it doesn't have to be used to sabaki somebody's move. You can do it just by itself too. So it does a lot of damage, and it requires a bar of meter too. So, so Diego's neutral stance, it's really interesting. It looks like a mix between Riggs and somebody else's. Like this character looks sick, man. And as you can see, like after he does this grab on the wall here, it looks like he might be able to follow up with like a 2P or something like that with a down punch. So there's not really a lot of, yeah, I found it already. Thanks, man. There's not really a lot of new stuff in this clip here because a lot of the stuff I really want to talk about is going to be in the long gameplay. But yeah, he looks really interesting. I mean, he could be a character that I'd be interested in using, but I mean, we haven't really seen too much of him in this gameplay, so we're gonna watch the next one now. We're actually gonna bring this one up and watch it. So this is the one that I really want to talk about. Alright, so immediately, as soon as the start of the round starts, you can see the rig goes for up kick, and up kick, everybody knows is annoying as hell. Up kick in DOA5 is 12 frames, and it looks like it's still 12 frames. And he goes for the quick launch and gets the damage off of it right away. Punch, punch, back kick, kick, forward kick. He gets the damage off of it. And then Diego's forward punch, it looks like it could just be 12 frames. I could be wrong, but it came out kind of fast. Because Rig went to go do his regular standing kick, and forward punch came out kind of fast. It looks like it could be 12 frames. It definitely doesn't look 11, but you never know when the game comes out. A lot of stuff might change. So he went for the stun, and then he went for his fatal rush combo. And then this right here, again, as I've said to people, that follow-up right here that he just did was not guaranteed. You can actually hold. Once you get pushed back from the crowd like that, you can actually hold right away. So that's not guaranteed at all. I don't know why the quality of the videos that it came out with were so bad, but... So again, as we saw right there, Diego is trying to initiate some kind of move. I don't know what it was he was trying to do. I wish that would have hit, but Rig went into his new move. It's going to be back. The notation should be back, kick, kick, or something like that. But that is back, kick to initiate it. And it's still a high. They didn't make it a mid again. So he went into back, kick. And then he went into his new bound move, which looks like it bounds on normal hit. So you don't have to do it out of combos. You can get that bound on normal hit as well. So Another interesting thing that I want to talk about is, I don't know if you guys will hear it, I'm going to bring the volume back on and play the video on normal speed, because they made Rig's super launcher throw, they gave it new sound animations. When Rig pulls Diego back in, you can hear the grab initiate, and you can hear moves actually landing. In DOA6 5, it doesn't sound that way. Like, you can hear they added new sound mechanics to it, so that's pretty cool. I like the fact that they switched that up, because it did seem kind of weird how that grab wasn't making any noise. So whoever's playing tried to go for, it looks like Rig's max damage combo with kick back H plus K, and it looks like they just dropped it. So I wish that would have connected, because I wanted to see how the reflow properties were gonna look. But again, neutral sidestepping is back in the game. I'm not sure if this is old gameplay that is just haven't shown, because I didn't see any neutral sidestepping in the video at all. Either video, actually. I didn't see any neutral sidestepping in either video. But neutral sidestepping is back in the game. All I've seen was the auto sidestep that they added, which is the sidestep that you have to actually commit to the sidestep attack and the sidestep at the same time. You can't do anything else. And it looks like they didn't really implement the new sidestep into this version yet, so we'll see later on. So Rig still has his forward grab, which does a ridiculous amount of damage, and it looks like it still does, because that killed him. So yeah, it looks like his forward punch is 12 frames. I mean, I could be wrong, but it looks like it could be a 12-frame forward punch. Rig still has his cheap ass down H plus K. That move is unsafe, hopefully still. So that move that Diego just did right there, where he pushed Rig back to the wall, it looks like that move has a lot of priority to be able to take priority on full screen. I'm not sure if he can do that move by itself or not, because I don't think he just did, but maybe you can. That'd be pretty cool, because I know Tina can do it, Leon can do it, but it looks like you actually have to attach that one move first to be able to do the tackle. So that was cool. So Diego actually punished down kick, which is in fact unsafe, and then he went for the forward grab. It looks like it could be his forward grab. I'm not sure what grab that is. Maybe forward grab or something. But this grab is interesting, and I want to talk about it. So as you can see, as soon as Diego throws him to the ground with that grab, in DOA5. There's a lot of instances where a lot of characters get like guaranteed down punches and stuff like that, just try to keep the pressure up after they do their throw. And as you can see right here, Diego goes right into what looks like a down punch, but we don't really know what it is yet. It looks like it could be a part of the throw, because he hits him on the ground immediately, but I'm not sure if that was his down punch or what. But I don't know if that's a part of the grab to try to force some Oki off of it. But as you can see, DOA5's ground game is still kind of intact the way it was in DOA5, but a couple things have changed, and I'm going to go over that. But right after the grab, he went into down punch, and then it looked like a tackle maybe. And the reason why I don't think that down punch was attached to the grab is because he went into a tackle after, and even if Rig did tech right away, or he laid on the ground, that tackle would go nowhere. It would just be there. So I think that Diego can actually do a low punch of some sort into a tackle, like maybe one of his normal strings or something. But as you can see, Rig teched himself up afterwards. Whenever tech roll pops up, the player teched themselves up. They weren't teched up by the opposing player. So in DOA4, if the ground game was bad the way it was in DOA4, that down punch would have stuck him to the ground, or even in vanilla, it would have stuck him to the ground, and Diego would have been able to follow with another move. But it looks like that was just a pseudo tech situation, meaning, you know, it only hits, but it doesn't tech all the way. But it is cool that Diego can keep his pressure after that grab. I don't know which grab that is, but so Diego looks like he has a forward punch, just like Bayman and Leon. And Mila, actually, it's a high punch to a mid. So that's cool. I like when characters have that, because it keeps people in check for punch grabs. Forward punches are always good. Alright, that was odd right there. So Diego did the break blow attack, the forward special button attack. And then it beat out whatever attack Rig was trying to do right there completely. And it just went through it. So obviously that attack has invincibility frames to it as well. And another thing I want to point out, I don't know if you guys peeped this or not, but Rig looks a lot more African American in this game. I'm not sure what Rig's nationality really is, but I don't know if it's because his hair is so dark now, but he looks a lot more African American in this game, so that's pretty cool. So there's that forward kick back punch again by Rig. It is a high. I'm not sure if that's his new forward kick back punch. I'm not sure if it is or not. But the only reason why I would say that they're replacing it is because it's the same animation. The only thing that changed was that his arm goes up. So maybe they did make that a high for whatever reason. So all of Diego's forward punch kick looks like it just leaves you in a normal stun. It doesn't give you anything special either. Yep, so just like I thought, Diego gets that tackle by itself. And we did not see it on block yet to know if it's a guard break or not. But I wouldn't doubt that it is a guard break. I mean, like I said, we haven't seen it on block. And it looks like it could potentially be a guard break to leave some plus. Because he has it by itself. I'm not sure if the one by itself will be plus or whatever, but we haven't seen it by itself yet. So yeah, I wanna see that move on block. Alright, so that's another interesting thing. So, as you guys know, critical bursts are out of the game. There's no more critical bursts in the game. And when Rig went for that stun right there, that actually normally would have put him at critical threshold. But there's no more critical threshold really to look for the critical burst because critical bursts are gone. That was Rig's critical burst punch from stance. And obviously it doesn't have the same effect because critical bursts are gone. And Rakudo says something interesting. That stun is the stun that Rig gets from DOA5 when they're not at the threshold. They should make it so that all critical burst moves that were old in the franchise from 5, they should make it so that they give you some kind of a special stun because that stun is really underwhelming for a move that used to have a critical burst property. So it's pretty weird to see that happen. Punch, down, kick, down, back, punch. No, he didn't go for the force tech. So whoever's playing, I guess, is not aware of the force tech situation. Alright, so that was interesting as well. So, Rig went right from his super launcher throw. I'm going to turn my webcam off because there's some weird light coming in here. But Rig went immediately from his super launch throw to the to his forward special button, which is the break blow. So he went directly from that right into it. Like, it looks like he waited a couple frames to do it, but he went right into the break blow, and that did a lot of damage. Right into the danger zone, back into something else. Man, dude, this game is going to be dangerous, man. It's going to be really dangerous getting hit by stuff. It really is. Went into that new... Oh, so that move actually got to connect. I think maybe further in stun, Rig could have capitalized off of that with kick, but I think he actually could have did up kick. Up kick would have most definitely connected right there. So that's crazy, man. That gives him a whole bounce like that. That's pretty cool. There's actually 2 more matches. Rig and Diego fight again, Hayate and Kasumi. But these are all one-rounder matches, I think, that are coming up, so... Yeah, overall, I like Diego's character design. I'm not really feeling his animations that much. It looks like they could use a little bit of work, but I'm not going to criticize it that hard. But it definitely looks like the animations could use a little work. Alright, so these are just the one-rounder matches. Alright, so what move did Rig just try to do right there? Alright, so forward punch is taking priority over Rig's kick. It looks like someone is trying to do Rig's kick and forward punch beat it at 12 frames probably. So, nice sidestep there by Diego. Just a sidestep attack. Forward kick by Rig. Goes for the full damage combo. Kick, forward kick into the ground splat. No force tech though. Goes for that tackle again, which could be back forward punch maybe. Forward punch maybe. Goes for the new combo. So right there, I'm not sure if that's Rig free canceling after he does that special bound. I'm not sure if this is him free canceling and going into that, or if he's actually just automatically turned around, but it looks like he could have turned around and did up kick maybe from right there. Up kick or even something else. But the new bound from the combos is really interesting. It creates a whole new combo system. So Rig goes for his. So this is interesting. So I'm not really sure what I just saw here. I'm not sure if this is him doing his Fatal Rush combo, canceling the first part and going into it again. Because again, it doesn't require any meter to do. But from what I know, if you do the first part of the Fatal Rush, they'll fall to the ground if you try to cancel it. So I don't know if Rig just has the same kick twice in his Fatal Rush. But then again, it looks like he dashes up after the first one hits. It looks like he dashes up a couple feet, doesn't it? It looks like he dashes up and does it again. I just can't wait to get my hands on this game to see what's really going on. He does the Fatal Rush. He starts to fall, and then he runs up and does it again. And I don't know if you can cancel any of that, but dude, do you see the height on that launch? That was ridiculous height that he got off of that. Jesus, man. That height launch was crazy. Alright, so Diego just tried to do forward punch, and then Rig went into the break hold. And you can actually, that's another thing, you can do the break hold while you're not in stun as well. You can do the break hold by itself, and it will give you that frame advantage. And you don't just have to be in stun or be getting hit by the fatal rush to be able to use that. You can use that for any normal move as well. So, and also one more thing I want to point out, I want to make sure I forget about it because I think everybody knows by now, but there is 2 bars of meter. So someone told me that it requires 2 bars of meter to do the break blow now. It requires 2 bars of meter, and it requires 1 bar of meter to use the break hold. So there's 2 bars of meter now, so that's really interesting they did that. So it looks like you can actually use a break hold and a break blow by using just 1 bar of meter. I mean, the break blow is 2 bars, and then the break hold is 1, at least from what I'm getting. Diego's probably the same weight class as Rig. Think that launch. Yeah, think of that launch on somebody exactly on somebody lighter like Kasumi or something. That would be actually kind of ridiculous. So he goes for the break hold. The break hold actually just gives you frame advantage. You don't get anything guaranteed from it, but you can tell Rig is definitely at plus frames after using that. He has all this time from the time he puts his foot down to hit him, so he's at least plus 5 or plus 6 right there. Okay, nice break hold by by Diego. What's he gonna go for? Goes for a stun, and this is what. Alright, so that height was crazy. That looks like maybe a down forward kick 3-3K. He went for with that knee right there. Kick maybe, kick punch, and the back forward punch maybe. I'm just guessing the notations because it's kind of fun, but that was a really high launch, man. And if you look at it, he got that launch off of 1 stun. Because you're not stunned when you come out of getting break held. You're not stunned. So he does this 1 stun right here. Bam. And then he goes for 3-3K, it looks like. Look how much height he got off of that, man. That was crazy. Not a lot of height off of something that simple, man. 1 stun. Keep him coming, I'll take them all. Yeah, he looks pretty sick, man. I can see myself using him as a sub, to be honest with you. I mean, this time around, I really want to focus heavily on Hayate, but... so this is the match that I really need to pay attention to because Hayate did some crazy shit in this gameplay. It's always cool seeing Kasumi and Hayate fight as well. But I'm going to go over it, and then I actually have DOA5 brought up so I can show you guys some of the comparisons between what they're actually doing now. Unfortunately, this is only 1 round long, but... Wow, I already saw something that changed right there. So, back when we first saw Hayate's sidestep attack, the auto sidestep, was his twirl from DOA5. He had the twirl from DOA5, like... I wish I could bring the gameplay up, but I don't want to do all that. But like, let me see if I can find the game here. Yeah, so and when I first saw it, he had this into that, and as you can see, they made it so that he only has his regular sidestep, his free step, into P plus K. But the thing is, you know what? I think that is the neutral sidestep that we're seeing right there. I think it's the neutral sidestep. Let me look at this one more time just so I can see for sure. Alright, so you know what's going on right there? So remember I was telling you guys how to add a neutral sidestep back into the game. It looks like that's the neutral sidestep, but it also looks like once you commit to a sidestep move, that's when you actually you're committing to it. So the neutral sidestep looks like you can sidestep both ways, right? Like neutrally, like normally, just like in DOA5. But it looks like once you commit to the sidestep attack, then you're actually committed to it. So you don't have to do the sidestep attack upon sidestepping. So that's pretty interesting. So 4-4 punch is still intact. Hayate goes for his fatal rush combo, which Kasumi does not have the meter to break. You gotta have a whole bar meter to break that. Punch punch forward punch down kick. I mean forward punch kick is the B&B combo that Hayate had from 5. So I'm paying attention to the meter too, so I can see what they're using. All right, so Hayate got the wake up kick stun because Kasumi hit a button. Went for forward kick. Kasumi goes for the break hold right there. She gets her frame advantage. And that's another new move that we just saw right there. Kasumi did not have that in DOA5. 4-4 kick punch, it looks like. And then right after 4-4 kick punch, she gets a bound immediately. Yeah, it looks like that's what I'm saying. It looks like the side steps, once you commit, so in DOA5, right? In DOA5, you see how you can free sidestep like this whenever you want? That's what I'm talking about when I say they added free sidestepping back, just to be evasive over moves. But you can't do like like for example, in DOA6 it looks like it's the same thing. But you see how in DOA5 once you do a sidestep attack, you can go into a combo. It looks like in DOA5 this is what in DOA6 this is what you're getting. You're gonna get a knockaway, you're gonna get the sidestep, but you can't do a combo or a follow-up after it. So for example, like you see how I'm doing that and I can stun her and hit her after that? It looks like they did away with the stun system after the sidestep. It looks like once you do a sidestep attack, you're committing to a push away every single time. That's the only thing that really changed. The sidestep mechanic still looks exactly the same, but every time you do a sidestep attack, it's going to push them away. Now, whether they have a sidestep kick and a punch, or in DOA5's case, some characters have a sidestep P plus K. Whether they have all those options as a sidestep, we don't know yet. The only thing we've seen was sidestep kicks. I mean, sidestep punch attacks for the most part. But yeah, so Kasumi goes into 4-4 kick punch, which she never had before. Tries to go for kick, kick, kick. Maybe kick, kick, backflip would have connected, but this is what I really want to see right here. We're going to watch this a couple times, because this is super interesting, and it looks like... So when I first saw this gameplay, I thought that that was Hayate's auto combo. I thought that was his fatal rush, but that's not his fatal rush because we saw his fatal rush in the earlier verse part of this clip. So I want to play that in full speed again and watch it back, because that was really interesting. Forward punch, punch, up kick, 3P, back, back, yeah. So I'm actually going to show you guys that all those moves are in the game right now. But it looks like they added them in a different fashion. Yeah, at EVO, I'm going to be playing the game a lot. And if they allow me to record stuff like that, I'm going to record as much as I can. Because I'm not vlogging the event. I'm just going to make a lot of different videos. So hopefully they let me record and I'll be able to bring it back to you guys and we'll go over it. So essentially what he just did, I'll show you guys up until where it cuts off in DOA5 that we can't do it anymore. I didn't mean to move that. I gotta get this. So what he did was, let me put it on counter hit. So he did forward punch, punch, up kick, and then after he did up kick, he did 3P into the feint. So right now, Hayate doesn't have 3P into feint. He has 3P, he has forward punch in the feint, and he has forward punch. So essentially in DOA5, it would look like this. He has this, and then after that, he doesn't have the feint. So it's in the game. Like as you can see, all this stuff is in the game. So it would be forward punch, punch here. It looks like that kind of. And then after the backflip, what move does he do after the feint? Alright, so after the feint, Hayate goes 3P, feint, 4P plus K. So he's pretty much doing forward punch punch, up kick to launch, and then he's doing 3P into the backflip feint, and then he's going into 4P plus K, punch into this move right here. So if I wish I could actually cut it up somehow and show you guys that all these moves are in the game already, but they're just not in the fashion that we're seeing them here in combo. Do you think that Hayate teleport have the same properties as Phase 4? Now, this is what I wanted to show people because that's why Phase 4 is the other character. I'm happy you pointed that out, Sagaru. So, with Phase, obviously she's in the game and she has teleports already and stuff like that. So as you can see, it looks like they're making Hayate play like Phase because he's doing these combos here and he's not teleporting out of them because he's definitely not teleporting, but he is disappearing for a brief second and going into him, especially after the backflip feint. Because after 3P, after he does 3P, he's not teleporting. So 3P, so he's only teleporting after the backflip feint. So after the backflip feint, he teleports. So if those are just frames, like for example, as you can see with Phase, I actually suck with this character. So I'll do it off of that one. I can do it off of this one. Damn, how do you... I'm so bad with Phase. I've never realized how bad I am with Phase until I... You know what? Let me put the lag on. Because I can play her online, but I cannot play her offline. Let me see. Can you do that? I think that's too much lag. Let me try again. Let me try 4 bars. Yeah, so I can play her offline. So, online. Let me see. Wow, I'm really bad with this character. Sorry, guys. There it is. Alright, so I did a Phase 4 combo somehow. I don't know how I did that. But, as you can see, she's teleporting on like kind of like a just frame kind of. The window's a little more wider. It's not a just frame. But if you look at that, what I just did, and then you look at here, on the new Hayate gameplay, he's pretty much doing what I just did. And if his attacks are just frames, like for example, it would be teleport, teleport, teleport. So I don't know if those are just frames or not, but like I said, once I get to Evo, man, and I get my hands on the game, I'm gonna bring back all the information that I have and I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'm not sure what those are yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out once I get there. That shit is crazy. So we got Busa and Zack. And Zack has some changes too that I want to point out. So does Hayabusa actually. Alright, so that was weird. That was really weird right there. I don't know what the hell that was. So Zack just did a move that was extremely fast and it knocked Hayabusa across the stage. I don't know what that move was, but it was really fucking fast for something that has a pushback like that. That was a fast ass move. Hayabusa does forward punch punch. So the fatal rush combo actually whiffed right there. Zack did a low hold after forward punch punch. The fatal rush combo whiffed, and Zack could have definitely came up with a forward grab to punish that, but he didn't. So yeah, there's a lot of recovery on those fatal rush. He could have did anything he wanted right there, and he actually allowed him to do it again for whatever reason. Alright, so that's what I was talking about the other day with somebody. I forget who was in the stream. I think it was Blackberry. But you can cancel the fatal rush combos into a launcher or a stun. Personally, I don't like that because that's way too much in my opinion. Once you commit to those fatal stun combos, if you're canceling it, they should have to fall to the ground. You should not be able to keep hitting them after it, in my opinion. That's a little too much because there's going to be a lot going on now. I mean, it's going to be possible, but... like, look at all the options you have now. So he canceled that fatal rush combo and did back kick to launch him. And he was completely stuck there. What you can hold out of this, I'm going to imagine you can, but he canceled this and didn't finish it and still got back kick to launch. That did scale a lot, though. If you look at the damage, so if you look at the damage that Hayabusa got from, like, all right, so we'll look at that. So look at how much damage the Fatal Rush combo does, right? The Fatal Rush combo does a lot of damage, and then it starts to scale a lot once Hayabusa canceled it. So I'm not sure if that's the trade-out that they give you for someone canceling a Fatal Rush, but look at how much damage scaled. Like, he got nothing for this. He did a whole air grab, and it didn't do anything, really. So, But yeah, if you look at that, Hayabusa actually got some new stuff right there. He canceled the fatal rush combo into back kick, went into Nimpo. He went into a twirly looking punch, and I'm not sure if that's P plus K or whatever it is. But he, as you can see, Hayabusa, you know how Hayabusa has out of his Nimpo stance, when you go into Nimpo stance, you can do grab, and it does the crazy little grab. You got to finish like the Izumi drop. It looks like he has that just from being in Nimpo stance now. So maybe you can initiate it by doing back kick and going into Nimpo and just hitting the grab button, and it'll work. Because right now, Hayabusa's air grab only works outside of Nimpo stance. It doesn't work in stance. So it looks like he just went into that, went back into Nimpo and hit grab. And then he got that. So he can do a grab out of his Nimpo now that doesn't have to be on the ground. You can do that grab in the air now. So Zack's regular kick did a cool little bounce right there. You can actually do that kick in a combo, in an air juggle, and it'll bounce him still. So that's pretty cool. So Zack went into his fatal rush combo, and Hayabusa went into the break hold right there and got out of it completely. Yep, break hold, gets the frame advantage. What's he gonna do after that? Back forward grab. As you can see, forward punch still looks guaranteed for the most part. Alright, 4-4 kick into the danger zone. Now, remember I was telling you guys about being able to recover from that from the background characters, like from the danger zone immediately? Zack came out of that and did a taunt. I'm not sure if that's specific to Zack or not, because I know you're stunned, but he came out of this and did a taunt. So he's obviously in stun, but he taunted out of stun. I don't know what the fuck that was. The air grab is cool, but do you think it's worth doing instead of the classic air grab? It doesn't look like it does as much damage, but then again, we don't know how much damage it does because that could have been scaled because they were doing the fatal rush combo and canceled into it. So it depends on the situation, I guess. So Hayabusa still has his Shoho Azuna. That's a pretty cool little ground splat right there. Yo, what's up, Titan? Up punch. Still going to crush highs, obviously. I'm not sure if Zack did a high right there. No, he actually tried to go for back kick, but up punch is always crushed highs for the most part, so. Ooh. Alright, so this is what I want to talk about right here. So, in DOA5, I'll show you guys on DOA5 actually right now so you guys can understand what I want to tell you here. So, in DOA5, the reason why I think the ground game has changed slightly is because in DOA5, when Zack's down back kick connects, once the first one connects, they all connect no matter what. So, I'll show you guys right now. So, you see how in the clip that we're watching, when only 3 of the 5 of Zack's machine gun low kicks connected. The first one connected, the second one didn't, the third one connected, rolled him again, and then the last one connected and then teched him up. So in DOA 5, as you can see, all 5 kicks connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all connect no matter what when they're on the ground. And if you watch what we just watched here, only 3 of them connected. Now, I'm not sure if that's because the properties of the ground changed a little bit, but only the first one connected, the second one connected, rolled them again, and then the third one connected to tech them up. They didn't all connect. So, I can't wait to get... Like I said, when I get to EVO, if they let me record and stuff like that, I'll go over some of the mechanics and I'll bring it back for YouTube and stuff like that. But I'm not sure if they're actually going to let me record matches or not. Because somebody from FreeStep Guys told me they're not allowing it. Hey, GGERR, thank you for following, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. If you guys missed any of this action, it's going to be on my archive and it's going on my YouTube page. I actually have some DOA6 videos up on my YouTube page now. So make sure you guys go on the YouTube page and check that stuff out. So we got Hellena and we got Jan Lee here. There are some new things out of this. We've seen the new bound juggle out of this, and we've seen Jan Lee has a new dragon stance combo. So, alright, right there. So, wait a minute. Was that a new move? Did Hellena just do 3-3P from stance? Has she already had that? Because I know she has forward punch, but I don't think Hellena had 3-3P from stance. And did that hit on counter hit? It looks like that hit on counter hit, but it looks like Hellena just did 3-3P from her Bokuho stance. And I'm not sure if she has that already. I could be wrong. I don't think she does. Wow. Okay, so right here she does into the bound. So Hellena just showed that she can do the bound juggle as well, and she goes for 4-4 kick punch punch. So, and then he's gonna get the danger zone, and she can do like up kick right there and continue to stun, but she chose to do a knockback right there. Jan Lee goes for his sidestep right there. Let me see what that looked like. Yep, so that, just like I said, the neutral sidestep is back. You don't have to commit to the punch, whatever. Because the way it was in DOA6 when we first saw it, once you commit to a sidestep at all, you commit into the sidestep attack. It looks like you can free step now and choose when you want to do that pushback attack afterwards. So, and he got the close hit off of it. Okay, she goes to that knockback attack right there. So this is the new Dragon Stance move I was talking about. So he went into forward punch, back, Dragon Stance, maybe down kick kick. Down kick kick maybe. It looks like he doesn't get a lot off of it. It's just like a... Because Jan Lee doesn't have a low out of his Dragon Stance right now. So maybe that's why they gave it to him, because he does not have a low out of the Dragon Stance. And I think he's dead right there. And it looks like Helena's kick has like kind of like a refloat property now, because in DOA6 5, if I'm not mistaken, kick will knock them right to the, like it'll flop him to the ground. I don't think it has relaunch properties. But yeah, man, that's the new gameplay. I hope you guys learned a couple things about the game that you didn't know before, that we're still kind of like all learning as we go. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm going to put this on YouTube for everybody to watch as well, and it's going to be in my archive section for people to watch. We took about an hour to review all this, so make sure you guys follow the stream if you haven't. I actually have to put this video together now and then head out. I got to get ready to go to Evo. I got to get a haircut and stuff, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure you tune into the stream this weekend. I will be competing in DOA5 LR and hopefully DOA6 as well. I have some new projects that I'm working on at Evo for DOA6 and I'm going to bring back and put on YouTube for you guys as well. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all later.